you. Live.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Christmas edition of Destiny Hour with Paul. I wish you peace, I wish you love and happiness, hope, good health and lovely things. So wherever you are in the world, I hope your day was special or is special. I was reminded today of when I worked in a department store when I was 16, and it was this time of year, and the manager said, the clothing store, big department store, and they said, we need you to be Santa Claus. So I thought, okay, I'll do that. And they gave me a cheap suit, pathetic beard. It was really a terrible costume. But I thought, you know what, I'll make the most of it. I was skinny, so they had to pillow me up and make me look like an old man. And I thought, you know what, the poor kids need some kind of hope. So I really worked on it. I got into the zone, like actors do. Got into the zone, and I thought, well, I'll practice my ho ho ho, and have you be naughty and nice, and use the word jolly a lot. So I really got into the zone. And of course we're in Africa, so they set me up in the corner with the fake Christmas presents, and I thought, well, this is great, and I'm really focusing. And the first kid, mother and father bringing up the first kid, and he was Afrikaans, and I didn't speak Afrikaans, so I said, have you been a good boy? And he started rattling off in another language. And I pretended that I understood. And I think I destroyed that guy's, little boy's Christmas because Father Christmas didn't speak Afrikaans. The next kid was Zulu. So they got me thinking today. And I know I'm taking my time, but it got me thinking. A lot of people love Christmas, and they go spend and they buy and all that nonsense. And I proved yet again that those people that I know, I sent a little text to say, because it means a lot to them, Merry Christmas, best wishes. And those people, okay, you can spot the fakes. They'll respond, okay, almost immediately, like they were thinking of you. But in actual fact, they weren't. It's just a response. So it got me thinking, you can decide who the fake people are in this world just by virtue of that fact. And then, Christmas, there's two Christmases. One, celebrating the birth of Christ, which, we should be celebrating throughout the year. But what's happened is that Christ is in competition with Santa Claus. Right? And I thought to myself, what the heck's going on? So I just leave you with that thought, that if you're going to be fake once a year, don't text me, okay? Because I just think it's ridiculous how a fat guy in a red suit stole Christmas from the true meaning. So, happy holidays is what I want to say, if you are on holiday. But the sentiment of Christmas should be throughout the year. In it! So that's my speech. So I don't know if Warner Brothers are going to ban us again, because they just do that. Because they're dirty. Merry Christmas! Like the Christian Christmas, I want to say. Not the Santa Christmas.
Well, we got some questions.
Have we?
If you'd like to answer
I
them.
wonder. It's about giving.
It is about giving.
Bring it on.
We are going to start off with Facebook. Suzanne says, "Hi Paul and Shay, Merry Christmas. My question is if there's something really important about next year, to know about next year, sorry. Thank you and blessings."
Suzanne, Egypt.
Yes.
Hello, Egypt. Something important about next year. There's a lot of growth for you, Suzanne. Your instinct or inner voice. I want you to listen to that more, because you're being guided. And I want to say there's a male guide. So whether it's a grandfather or a parent, that's looking after you. Listen to that voice a little bit more. It's looking after you. It's like your bodyguard. I want you to be confident next year, okay? Be sure of yourself. You know, an attractive feature is confidence. So display that confidence and speak your mind. I do think there's going to be, you're going to get a lot of attention, my baby. So, I just want you to take note. I want you to be a little bit more confident and sure of yourself. Listen to that inner voice. And I know that's not what you asked, but that's what I'm telling you, babe. I think that's important.
Mariana asks, hi Paul, how is my mother's health?
Mariana, hello baby. Marianne, she's coping. I think if your mum was a male, there'd be a lot more moaning. I think she is battling. I don't know why I'm getting the foot come through. My foot is hurting, so I think she's slowing down. I think she is in a lot of pain and discomfort. She does need medication if she's not. There is, I want to say, an arthritic condition. I'm also worried about her falling down because that's what's coming through. Her mobility is a problem. She needs extra care. I hope I've answered you, babe.
Next question is from Mlanjana, who says, Merry Christmas, Paul and Shay. I hope you have a great one, or had a great one. Would kindly appreciate a message from my spirit guides.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to tell you this, that you've got a lot of power yourself. I think one day you're going to be somebody's spirit guide. Just want you to know. So I need you to trust that inner voice. I'm asking you to be a little bit more confident in yourself. I'm asking you to show gratitude. That's very important to keep the circle going. Okay, a lot of people just take. Okay, and not show gratitude. Okay, if you adopt that attitude, I can tell you life next year will go a lot smoother for you. Okay, try not to be so emotional either, because I've got you crying a lot. Okay, just know that showing gratitude go a long way to making your year smoother.
Next question is from Aparna. He says, Dear Paul and Shane, Merry Christmas. I want to try and do more professionally in a different field, and I want to know if it would be a good idea at this stage.
What's that name?
A partner.
A partner. Change of direction. If it's a good idea.
Professionally speaking.
Professionally speaking. Good question. It is a good idea. I don't know if you're going to be having to study or brush up on that that direction, but it seems to me it's going to go very, very well for you. Do not expect a quick turnaround or quick success. A lot of people do think, you know, I'll just go for that and I'll be rich and happy. There is a bit of work involved in regard to that, but I think if next year you can throw yourself at researching and studying, I think the following year it will bear fruit. So I'm behind you, 100.
Last two on Facebook before we move on to YouTube. Gabby says, "Hi Paul, Merry Christmas. Can you tell me what my love interest feels for me if there's a possibility for a partnership?"
Gabby, hello baby. If there's a possibility, yes, there is. There is emotion involved. I also think you are you're a character. People call it a firecracker. I think it's hard to ignore you. And I think if this person is your friend, they would want the most out of this friendship. So the answer is yes. I think the partner may be a little bit shy, and I think as a result that's why he's been hesitant. But I think the next few weeks are going to see him moving forward. So Gabby, I'm supporting this friendship to go further. So hang in there, my sweetheart, and keep being your bubbly self. Okay.
Last one on Facebook before moving on. Sanazo says, "Good, Merry Christmas, Paul and daughter. Do you see me buying a car early next year?"
Sanazu, thank you very much. Very kind of you. I do see you buying a car next year. I don't know if you still got to raise a deposit. It seems to me that that is one of the issues, yeah. I can tell you a very strong time for this to happen could be around about March. So it's not long to go, Sanazu. Try and work some overtime to get some money behind you. And I don't know if you need a license. Okay? But it's coming. Keep the dream alive, please. You should be a driver.
Gabby says, "Thank you, Paul. Nice Christmas present."
Thank you, Gabby.
I'm going to move over to YouTube now. I'm not sure if we've seen this person before. Exons. They say, "Hi Paul, Merry Christmas. I'd like to know about my love life and friendship the most. Any advice on what to do?
Hi. What's that name?
Exons.
Exons. Hello, Exons. Welcome. Any advice on your love life and friendship? Is that what you said?
I believe so. Love life and friendship.
Okay. You're good looking, aren't you? Aren't you? Do you know that? Do you know that? Of course you do. But you're not vain, but you're good looking. Which is charming. Absolutely charming. Okay. I want you to not be desperate for love. A lot of people are, and they just take any old guy. Just because it fills a space. You need to be looking at somebody older. Now, I'm not saying grey hair and looking like Santa Claus, but somebody older, because I think you're very serious when it comes to relationships, and I want somebody that is more mature and accommodating in this regard. I do feel that the person that you do attract may have a child that's coming through, but I think that stability is something that is worth looking at. You're very, very charming as well. So I want you to keep those standards, not take any old guy, and perhaps look at somebody more mature. I hope that's helped, my baby.
Our next question is from Kay. He says, "Hey, Merry Christmas, guys. May I have some guidance or any message for me?"
Kay. Hello, Kay. Thank you. Any guidance for you? You got a lot of energy, eh? Woo. Lots of energy. Okay. Okay, I want you to stop being scared. Stop being scared, and I've got this. Your personality is you're like a busy bee, and it's actually infectious. Your personality. I think you need to be seen, and you need to express that energy. I think you are the life and soul of a party. Certainly life and soul of a conversation, which is lovely. So the only thing I've got to be concerned about is that you're scared how you'll be perceived or looked at. Just go for it. Have that devil-may-care attitude, because so get out there and be that busy bee. People need your energy, baby. Okay.
Last on YouTube for now, then jumping over to Facebook again. Musics says, "Hello, I am a male and I saw my old friend in the bus recently, but I don't speak to him anymore because of his behaviour. How did he feel when he last saw me?"
Okay. Can be very awkward. Somebody that you used to know, and you just don't want to know them anymore. I understand that. The first thing that's come through is that you have worked on yourself. So I don't know whether you've grown your hair out or you've been gymming, but you were looking good. Okay, so there was that aspect on the bus. It looked as though he was a little bit jealous or envious, and perhaps a little bit guilty. I've got the bus ride, him thinking about why you guys fell out. But I think there was an admiration, wow, you're looking good, kind of thing. And you seem to have grown sort of better as a result. So I think it came down to a guilty kind of feeling.
Jumping over to Facebook again, Emma says, Merry Christmas, Paul. What does next month hold for me, please?
Next month? Okay, Emma, next month. Calm down, please. Calm down. I don't know whether you are nervous about something, perhaps related to career, or you're anticipating arguments at work. Okay, I want you to not go into next month thinking it's all going to be better, because the people that you're dealing with haven't changed, and they're quite miserable actually. So you are to be calmer, if that's at all possible, and let them be their old busy selves. Do not put pressure on next month, okay, because it's going to be pretty much the same as last month. But I want you to be cooler and calmer in dealing with that month, okay? I do anticipate a lot of this from co-workers or colleagues, so don't get involved in that. Okay, sort of step back and let the washing machine spin on its own. Okay, don't get involved.
Sarai asks, hello Paul, Merry Christmas. Will Shannon press charges on Thomas or I? Thank you.
Who's speaking?
Sarai.
Sarai, hi. Hi. Will they press charges? Ooh. I think that is a probability, but I'm not convinced there is. You can open a case, but that doesn't mean to say that you go to court. I mean, a lot of things can happen between now and then, but I do think they would open a case against you. So you may get called in to explain yourself. I'm sorry to say that, but at least you know.
We're going to make this the last 3 on Facebook, and we're going to jump over to YouTube. Maria, asks, do you see my landlord renting my lease in April.
Say that again, Sherry.
Do you see my landlord renting my lease in April?
Renting her lease? Oh, alright.
Sorry, I just can't read properly tonight,
It's
guys.
okay. I do. There's a bit of work to do.
Renewing
Oh, renewing.
lease.
Yes, I do. I don't know if there is work to do around the apartment, whether it needs a coat of paint or something needs to be done. But the likelihood is renewal is on the cards, pardon the pun, but yes, you should be renewed. I think you are a good tenant, and usually landlords like girl tenants because they take care of the place more than us hooligans.
Abel says, Merry Christmas. Will Howard, Nicole and Pedro, my brother's ex-bosses, take him back from his previous job where he was fired from?
Okay, Abel, hi. What's the brother's name?
Orlando.
Orlando. Will he take him back? I don't see that happening. I think there was too much damage, Abel. So I want Orlando to look elsewhere, please. I think he'll come be successful in about 8 weeks. So it gives us possibly February. So do not look back to that. Don't look in the past, because it's going to affect your future, his future.
Last one on Facebook, then moving over to YouTube. Chulamanko says, Afternoon, Paul. I would like to know how finances will be during the last part of December.
Not good, I'm sorry to say. And it's going to take about 10 days to 2 weeks. So the first week of January, things start to look better. So just be careful. If you're going to party, just be very, very careful. It's not a good time for you. But after the new year, things seem to pick up. Okay.
Jumping back over to YouTube, Beast says, Merry Christmas, Paul. My engine check light is on my car. I did some things that didn't work, and I think it's my oxygen sensor. If I fix that, will my car be all good?
Who's speaking?
Beast.
Beast. The oxygen. Will that breathe? No, it won't. It won't. It's going to drive you nuts. I think the oxygen sensor probably needs replacing. And I mean, these cars these days, I mean, you switch on the radio and, you know, a sensor comes on. You know what I mean? I think it is a sensor issue, but I don't believe you've got the oxygen intake, and there's a sensor for that, but I think it's a capacitor. You know those chunky things? Excuse me. So I think that's the problem. I think if you replace the sensor and that chunky thing, the capacitor, whatever, I think the likelihood is that it will go off. But once you do that, Google how to hack the sensor light. You know, if you press in the mileage and switch it on 2 or 3 times, sometimes it resets. That's a headache, I know.
Next question is from Natasha, who says, "Hello Paul, can you tell me if I'm being led to stay where I currently live or if I should move somewhere else?"
Natasha, hello. Okay. You're to stay for a while until I think you may be in the northern hemisphere. So I can say that possibly summer would be an ideal time to spread your wings. I think for now, I think stay put and get over the winter. But I think in summer, I think you'll be led somewhere else. And I've got greenery, so whether you are attracted to, the garden or you need greenery around you, there seems to be a pull in that direction. But I've got summer, babe.
Dudizile says, "Merry Christmas, Paul and Shay. I hope you enjoyed your day. What does the new year have in store for me in terms of my career?"
Hi. I think you're going to be busy, career-wise. It's very important to imagine what you want out of the career, and if it's obviously to be busier, then we have to act accordingly and imagine and work toward that. So any kind of advertising you may have to do, and any kind of specials, you've got to encourage that aspect. Your energy level has to increase, and if you do that, more energy and more effort, it's going to be a better year than the past 1 or 2 years, actually. So a new enthusiasm is required, and a little bit more effort and more energy, and I think you're going to be rewarded as a result. I don't want you to sort of sit and let the year happen, I want you to be a little bit more proactive.
Thank you very much for the stars, Benita, on Facebook. We're going to jump over to Facebook, then Instagram, then YouTube again. Benita says, "Merry Christmas, Paul. Is there anything I need to know?"
Benita, hello. Thank you for what stars? Thank you for the stars. Okay. You've got to watch. There may be accident prone because you're not focused or you're thinking about something else. So sort of slow down. That's one thing. I think you would benefit from some kind of Tai Chi or some kind of yoga or some kind of exercise. And I'm not saying anything, I just think it would be good for you to do something. There's also almost a growth aspect to you spiritually. So, if you find yourself wanting to meditate or pray, it's encouraged. Because I think it's needed for you. It's needed for everybody, but particularly you. I want you to consider that sort of aspect, and all prayers are heard, and I think it would benefit you immensely, babe.
Moving over to Instagram, Thug asks, Merry Christmas, Paul and Shay. I hope you had an amazing Christmas. How are the last days of this year looking for me? Is there anything good to look forward to?
Thug, thank you. Anything good to look forward to? We haven't got long to go. If you were to go out, there may be attention given to you. Just saying. You may be going out twice. But look your best, because I think you're going to get hit on. Ooh!
Back to Benita, she asks, could you tell me how things are going to go with my move? And I most definitely will. So
Really? With your move, Benita, yeah. Okay, moving. Oh, it's one of the worst stresses anybody can have. It's going to go relatively well as far as moves go, but I think it's going to take you a while to settle in. And I need about 2 months before you sort of go, oh, everything's unpacked, and you've put your mark on the place. So about 8 weeks before you settle down. But I think it's going to go relatively well as far as moves go. But I don't want you to get all worked up, because it's stressful enough as it is. And I want you to slowly start packing the boxes instead of leaving it to the last minute and being frantic. It should go relatively smooth.
she asks if it's coming up very soon. Could you give her a time frame?
Very soon, okay. Benita? "5 days. Could be this weekend you're moving." Dun dun dun. Now I feel all the...
Yeah, she said we're talking about this week.
Stop it. Just get boxes, okay? And call the old boyfriend with the trailer or a pickup. Hi, how are you? Do that fake Christmas thing. Hi, Merry Christmas, can I borrow your truck and trailer? Okay, do that sort of crap. You'll be out of here this weekend. Okay.
Moving over to YouTube, let's get some of these questions answered. HM says, hi Paul, I'm a young adult male. I'd just like to know about my love life. What kind of person would like me, or what my love life is looking like. Any advice?
Okay. Got all your hormones going, eh? I got that. You know, it's very important that you don't take anybody. And, you know, when we're coming up in the world, young adults, it's very hard to be ourselves. We kind of emulate and copy other people, and we put on this front. Don't do that, okay? Just be your natural self, okay? Girls love honesty. They love good manners as well. So if you can be honest and well-mannered and authentic, true to yourself, you are going to be surprised. You also may attract somebody older, because I think you're quite mature for your age. So don't be surprised if, I don't want to say little old ladies, I don't want to say that, but older people, I don't know why I'm getting 23 come through, are drawn to you. So just bear that in mind.
Sorry for the hold up, everyone. Micro says, hello Paul, how are you? I am male as well. I'd like to know what my friends are thinking about me. Am I doing something wrong? Anything like that.
Oh, okay. What's the name?
Micro.
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 Micro. No, I don't think you're doing anything wrong. I don't think so. I just think I think your friends can be a little bit cruel and uncaring, so that they would comment on everything and everything. So you know, I think you're quite sensitive, and don't take that as being a negative, because it's quite good, particularly with animals and children and girls. To be sensitive, it's wonderful. I think pretty soon there's two friends that are tight, and they have taken it upon themselves to be the social commentators of everything and everything. Pretty soon I feel you may become aware of this and go, do you know what, I've had enough of this. I do think a relationship with a girl would be the solution for you. We don't need loudmouth gossips in our lives, do we?
I'm going to jump over to Instagram and then Facebook again. Pocahontas says, hello Paul and Shay, Merry Christmas to everyone. What does 2024 hold for me?
Pocahontas, hello baby. Ka-ching. Some ka-ching. I think money, baby. Now, I think you're going to be moving jobs, or certainly moving up. But if you are thinking of doing a sideline, extra work, it's encouraged. But I can feel, excuse me, movement and movement up. And more money, Pocahontas. So it's looking very, very promising financially.
And Bonita again.
Bonita!
Yeah.
It's not the Bonita show!
It's because she donated, she gets to ask questions. She asks, she's moving in with her boyfriend, so he'll be the one moving.
Oh, there's a boyfriend. Now I've got to compete.
He'll be the one moving all of her stuff anyways. She says, has he told his mom about me moving? Yes.
Bonita, you're making me laugh, babe. That's what the boys should be doing. Moving you. Has he told his mummy? No. But I think he is going to in the next couple of days, because Wednesday and the next 2 days are screaming at me. So his dirty little secret has to come out, Benita. I don't think he's told her, but I think he will this week.
Okay, jumping over to Instagram. Wise says, hello Paul and Shay, Merry Christmas. How does the new year look for me, professional life? Thank you so much.
Wise. Hello, Wise. It's looking very, very strong. Particularly the second part of the year. I want you to be, you're going to be working harder. There's a boss, I don't know if you have a female boss, but she's the one that you want to keep sweet. It's coming across as a female energy. But you are going to be working extremely hard. Be kind to that boss. It's looking very, very good. You're going to gain admiration for your determination and hard work. So, looking good, Wise.
Okay, I'm going to make these the last questions of the evening. Moses says, good evening Paul and Shay, I hope you're well. I had a challenging year this year at work. When is the situation going to get better?
Moses, hello. It's been a rough year for a lot of people. Just want to tell you that. When is it going to get better? It's going to get better in 3 months. So by March. And I think somebody has to leave. I don't think it's you. But don't be surprised if there's going to be an argument and disagreement with one of the troublemakers. And I think that's going to happen in February. as a result, I think March is better for you, Moses. So hang in there and be patient. It's going to get better.
Just want to give a quick shout out to Romando, who says, Lekker my oom. Hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and a very lekker New Year, my oom.
Listen, Romando, we do not speak that funny language on this show. It's the Queen's English. Oh, she's dead.
King's English now.
It's the King's English. Romando, many happy returns. We didn't get any gifts from you. Why? Thank you.
Next question is from Diva Bomber, who says, Hello Paul and Shay, Merry Christmas. I'd like to know if I'll be able to get a permanent residence soon. Thank you.
Permanent residence. Hello, Diva. Soon. You've still got a few headaches before we get to that, Diva. Your soon could well be the next 2 months. So 2 has come up twice. I don't want to say 2 years. It could well be the next 2 months, so keep your fingers crossed, Diva. It should come through eventually.
Sorry, am I getting ahead of myself here?
We're finished.
Well, we've got a few more questions. 5 minutes left, so.
Is that the hour?
Yeah. Clara says, Hi Paul, Merry Christmas. How does 2024 look for me?
Clara, hello. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. How does it look for you? I don't know why I'm getting flowers come through. I think I'm getting yellow flowers come through, Clara. And I think that's a sign that you might be looking for love. And if you're in love, more of it. Okay. For flowers to come through also tells me that you're stressing too much. And for them to be yellow flowers tells me that there might be a depression or a stress about you. So you are to guard against being down and try to do everything to avoid being dragged down. I would say that also the flowers are an indication that you need to get out and about a bit more. Your stress levels are too high. And I know that's not what you're asking me, I know, but I don't want you to have stress in 24. I don't want you to be the same sort of person. I want you to address that. But it's looking, I want to say determined. I think you can quite capable of getting what you want. So, do your list of things that you want to do, because I do believe you have that capacity of achieving them.
So I'm going to make these the last 3 questions of the evening. Kirti says, Hi Paul, happy holidays. I hope your Christmas is going amazing. I'm concerned with something. What kind of person is R seeing? She's a mother figure for me and left her husband and kids for another man.
What kind of person is she? Kirti, hello. Well, You know, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors in a marriage or relationship. You know, I do think what she's done because she was really looking for a better love. So I can't fault her on that. I do think she is going to be happier as a result. Forgive her, baby. I know it's hard, and I know it's a big taboo, you know, when that happens. But forgive her, because a lot of people are pointing fingers at her, and it's making her feel terrible. But you'll understand that in time to come, she'll be a lot happier. So right now she's not the best because of all the accusations and gossip. Forgive her. Okay.
Last two, Prosty asks, I'd like to know if I'll buy a house this year. Would it be a good thing? I'm looking to buy a house and rent it out for other people for income.
Frosty.
Prosty.
Oh, Prosty. Prosty, hi. It's a great investment. I think you are very capable of doing something this year. Round about May seems to be a good time. I can see two properties happening, but you may have to get one of those fix-me-upper kind of things. So if it's on auction or it's a repo, consider that. If you can handle a little bit of tender loving do-it-yourself stuff, you're going to pick up a bargain. But any time between May and the end of May, the summer months, I guess that's a strong thing for you. Okay, yeah, it's a great idea.
Very last one of the evening from Daria, who says, good evening, Paul and Shay, happy Christmas. Why is my dad being so mysterious these days? All he does is eat and sleep in his room. It worries everyone at home so badly.
Daria, hello. I'm depressed, baby. You know, Daria, I've got to tell you something. When society says to you, you need to retire, it's telling you you're too old. So it affects so many people. You feel useless, inadequate. The guy has got depression. That's what the problem is. And he just wants to... he's also got some aches and pains as well. But he's suffering from depression. That's what you're dealing with. Depression is a monster, babe. It's a monster. He does need to speak to somebody. He does need to get out of his room, draw the curtains. But he does need help. It is a serious illness, depression. It's not like the blues or a bad mood. He's feeling worthless. So you can encourage him to get out of his room by appealing to what he knows. So, Dad, can you fix this plug? Or Dad, can you anything which he can feel valued and included. Because society has said, too old. That's a horrible, horrible feeling.
And with that, that has been Destiny Christmas Hour.
Change the name. Destiny Christmas Hour. Folks, you know the most beautiful thing you can do is be your authentic self. Fake Christmas wishes and it's a load of nonsense. Okay, be your authentic self. Okay, be true to yourself and be honest. That is the most beautiful thing. And once you are honest and beautiful, honest with your feelings, beautiful vibrations come out of you. And just be honest and stop moaning, because those are the bad vibrations. Be honest and true. Okay? And those two lads, the guy on the bus, and worried about what their friends thinking of them. You know what? Rise above, turn away, and who cares what you think? They think. It's what you think. Shay, thank you very much. I know you're not feeling well, but I appreciate this and I value you.
We value you too.
Folks, I want to say love and peace, and don't be fake. We'll see you next week, which is that next year?
Next week Monday is the 1st.
Wow.
So we'll see you in next year.
We'll see you next year. Bye.